John, Colchester tomorrow, similar sort of side to us, similar record. Not going to be easy, is it?
No, it's not going to be easy, but I've obviously gone on record in the past of saying how difficult this division is. Possibly, with the exception of 3 teams, Brentford, Leyton Orient and Wolves, everyone else is very much of a muchness, very similar in the way they go about their jobs. And, we've seen that everybody in this league can beat everybody else, It's very competitive. You don't get any breaks, You don't ever look at the fixture list and think, well, there's a kind of guaranteed 9 or 12 points from the next 3 or 4 games. I remember somebody said a few weeks ago that we got 4 or 5 winnable games coming up. I know what they meant, but actually thinking on paper that they're winnable games and actually having to go out and do it is a totally different thing. So Colchester at the weekend will be a very tough game, just like every game is for us in League One.
Has that surprised you since you came back into management, how tough this league has been?
Yes, the quality of this division has impressed me. I don't know whether or not it's the fact that with so many overseas players coming in at the top level, some of the better English players tend to filter back down through the Championship and into League One. I mean, there's some excellent players in League One that were possibly playing back in the Premier League a couple of years ago. And the quality of this division makes it very, very difficult to try and get out of it and get promoted. When you look at Leyton Orient, what Leyton Orient have done this season, I think them in particular have been outstanding. So I would imagine that their budget is fairly low compared to Wolves and possibly Brentford. But for them to have got in that position, I think it is an amazing achievement. But the likes of ourselves and Colchester, Shrewsbury the other night, they're no mugs either. And everyone you seem to come up against have impressed me in this league. And it's a tough league. You have to be at your best each and every game. You can't afford to switch off at all. You can't go into a game expecting to win it because you'll get a shock. And certainly this season I've been very impressed with everything that I've seen so far in League One, and it's exciting though. That's the good thing about it. And my boys came off the other night at Shrewsbury, and there was quite a few dejected faces in the dressing room because that was a game that they thought they were going to win. I thought that we were going to win and possibly should have won with our first half performance, certainly. Just one or two things that are missing from our game is obviously goal scoring. We're not converting the amount of chances that we get. That's the only downside. Other than that, my boys have been fantastic, and we go into the Colchester game with a bit of sun on our back, with a bit of luck, and hopefully a good crowd.
And squad-wise on Tuesday, you left out Matt Tubbs, you talk about goal scorers, so he'll be fresh and raring to go if selected. And Andy Drury as well has recovered from his little knock, hasn't he?
Yeah, we gave both of them the chance to just have a breather. Neither of them obviously wanted to, but this is what we have to do with so many games coming up thick and fast. And I've talked many times about injuries. We've got to protect the bodies and try not to flog a dead horse, as the saying would go, because Saturday, Tuesday, it's hard for me. It's hard for me to cope with it mentally, from a psychological point of view. Games coming so thick and fast, we don't really get a chance to recover. But that's the way it's going to have to be. There's no shortcuts. There's nothing we can do about the programme that we've got. We're facing Saturday, Tuesday right to the end of the season. I keep looking at it thinking we must get a break sooner or later, but we're not going to get one.
Isn't it?
Excuse me?
May the 4th.
May the 4th, yeah, after the last game. So it wasn't so many days ago that we had 21 games left, Bruce, and now we're down to 15. So that looks pretty good, I have to say. But no, the boys are coping with it really well. We did get the chance to rest Andy the other night and rest Matty Tubbs, but obviously they come into contention for the Colchester match. I think, speaking with Mike Jackson the other night, I think he was quite happy when he looked at the team sheet. He couldn't believe that Matty Tubbs wasn't going to play. So I think they got a bit of a buzz from that, the fact that Matty wasn't going to play in that particular game or start in that particular game. But as I explained to him, that's what we have to do at the moment. We've got to give him a rest every now and again. So I couldn't afford to not play Matty at home in front of his adoring public. So Matty will be starting against Colchester this Saturday.